Hello, and today we're going to be talking about operating the Oral-B Black 7000 toothbrush and the Oral-B Pro 5000 toothbrush. My name is Dr. Mark Patel. I'm a dentist in Poughkeepsie, New York, and I'm also an associate clinical professor of dentistry at Columbia University School of Dental Medicine in New York City. So today, let's start out by discussing how the modes and controls for the brush handle here. You'll notice if you take a close look at it that there are two control buttons, the top one being a power button, the second one being a mode control button, which controls which brushing mode you're going to use. Dropping down a little bit, you'll notice that there is a Bluetooth indicator and there's a power state indicator that will tell you exactly the state of the charge for the power brush here. So the next device that we're going to take a look at, which comes with the Black 7000 toothbrush, is what is referred to as their Smart Guide. The Smart Guide is a nifty little electronic digital device which will both be a timekeeper for the bathroom or whatever room you choose to use it in, and it will also interface with the toothbrush wirelessly, and it will track basically what mode you're using and help you to time the brushing sequence so that you get the proper recommended time. Most dental professionals, as you know, recommend a 2-minute brushing cycle twice a day. So you will need to set the Smart Guide up a little bit before it's ready for use. It does have a little recessed area in the back, and when you press the recess, the back will open up, and you'll see the battery compartment, which is now ready to be loaded with 2 AAA batteries. So these come with the unit, so we'll set those 2 AAA batteries in, and you'll notice that now the display becomes active. But what is important for you to also note that on the back of the unit, before you recover it, there are 2 buttons which you'll need to go ahead and set. You'll use these 2 buttons to set the Smart Guide up as far as the correct time, and then it will be ready for use. So this button is the set button, this is the hour/minute button, and you can basically use those to set the correct time for your Smart Guide. So once we've got to this point, we can put the back cover on the Smart Guide back on, and we're ready to sync the power brush handle to the Smart Guide so it can properly help us to determine the best way to brush. And the best way to do this is basically it's very easy to sync this. You just hit the power button and it'll automatically pick up the sync between the brush and the Smart Guide, and it'll also be an indicator for the mode that you're currently using. You'll notice that it starts the timing and tells you what mode you're using. To change the mode, you just hit the mode button, and the indicator on the Smart Guide will change as well, telling you which mode you're using. Okay, the next feature on this power brush handle that we want to investigate is the LED lights, which are very, very helpful in terms of helping us to determine when it's time to make a quadrant change. Each quadrant that we brush normally would be 30 seconds for the 2-minute cycle, or 45 seconds if you're using the deep cleaning mode, which is available on these power brush handles. And the LED light is a little bar that is right across the back of the brush, which can be seen while you're brushing, and it will blink green to indicate when it's time to make a quadrant change. It will also blink red when you press too hard, because there's a pressure sensor in this brush, and that'll be helpful in terms of knowing not to press too hard. In addition to the LED color light that you get indicating it's time to make a quadrant change, there's also an audio signal which helps to identify both visually and and audio that you will know it's time to make that change. Okay, so let's see what happens. We press the power button, which will activate the Smart Guide, and basically we need to wait. Okay, so that's the green flashing lights, the indicator, and you'll notice there's also an audio signal indicating that it's a quadrant change. So the next thing we want to take a look at with regard to the LED light on this power brush handle is the pressure indicator, and that is easy to demonstrate. What we'll do with this is we'll start out our brush and we'll press normally, and you'll notice that nothing happens. But when we press just a little too hard, all of a sudden we get a red indicator light that tells us we're pressing too hard, and that's also accompanied by a change in the sound of the brush handle indicating that, again, the pressure is too hard. Now if you're using the Smart Guide and we press down too hard on the brush handle, you'll get an indicator that will show you that on the...
Your mouth is unique, and the new Oral-B toothbrush understands that. Introducing the Oral-B Smart Series toothbrush with Bluetooth technology that synchronizes with the Oral-B app, becoming your personal oral care coach. With two-way connectivity, the app guides you with real-time feedback to brush all areas of your mouth evenly for the 2 minutes recommended by dentists. And to help protect your gums, even alerts you if you're brushing too hard. Now it can be programmed based on your oral care goals or needs. With care this personalized, you'll know you're getting superior results. You can choose one of the dental care journeys that suits you best. Do you have a wedding in 2 weeks and want to have a brighter smile? Tell us how bright your smile is today. Which areas do you want to focus on? See our whitening product selection for you. Now, let's get started. Follow the timer to brush for 2 minutes. Now let's focus on the areas that need more whitening and turn to the whitening mode. You made it. It's even possible for your dental professional to program the app for you to help improve brushing behaviors and to focus on problem areas. He can add personalized guidance for you and even recommend specific products. The app helps you follow your dental professional's guidelines whilst brushing and even flossing. The Oral-B app helps maintain your attention and motivation whilst brushing by showing news, weather, and oral care tips. All this is already changing oral care behaviors, increasing brushing time from less than 60 seconds to 2 minutes and 24 seconds. Oral-B, the #1 used and recommended toothbrush brand by dentists worldwide.
Okay, talking a little bit about the brushes. Probably more brush heads available for this brush than almost any other power brush that I've ever seen on the market. If you can't find a power brush that you can enjoy and works well for you, then you're really not trying. But in any event, the brush heads are very easy to change. They simply slip on and off. Okay, rinsing off both the brush and the handle will keep both of them nice and clean. They fit into this little case here for storage, as basically if you want to store them that way. And the other thing which is nice about the interchangeable power brushes is that they have these little color indicators which will help you to sort out the different brush heads that you may want to use, or if you have more than one person that is using a brush handle, so that there's no contamination. And this little color indicator ring just snaps onto the bottom of the brush head, and then you're ready to go, and you can identify the brush head very, very easily. And if you find that you are unhappy with the brushes that came with it, you can probably find one of these refills. Again, there's many, many types and many, many sizes that will work here, and I'm sure that you're going to find one that will be suitable for you. So that's the Oral-B Black 7000 toothbrush and the Pro 5000 toothbrush. Well worth your time and attention to use. It'll help you greatly improve your oral hygiene. Thanks for watching today.